period is used to end the sentence.
Dad, I'm going to eat that period.
3 Crowns Milk. Healthy moms, happy families.
I started using Mamador. It's healthier and tastier for them. So I know that no matter what I serve to family and friends, it not only tastes delicious, but keeps them healthy as well.
Adama is right. Mamador is cholesterol-free, full of omega oils, and approved by the Nigerian Heart Foundation.
Looks like they're looking after my stomach.
It's your heart I'm looking after.
Mamador, your heart will thank you.
One last word of advice. Believe in yourself. Because trust me, the world will try to break you. The world will try to bring you down. Don't think nobody owes you anything. Like don't have this entitled mentality. Oh, you're my friend. You're not reposting. Who sent you message? Nobody.
Yeah.
So get work done. Believe in yourself and work on your self-esteem. If you have a very good self-esteem, and another thing, major thing that works for me, if you have faith in God, your self-esteem is like educated in what you are doing. Trust me, everything is going to work together to favor you.
My Fit Life brought by 3 Crowns. Do you feel like your healthy diet and exercise regimen aren't working? If you Number 1. Peckish. Weight loss. To check this list, picking them up. Instead of relying on low-fat convenience, it's best to get cooking at home. This to your waist.
sponsor.
Holy Family Schools, primary and secondary school, located at number 150 Airport Road, Ugboroke, Efun, Delta State. Admission is currently going on into the following classes: crèche, pre-nursery, nursery, grade 1 to 6, secondary. And we have the following facilities: French Language Center, Creativity Sensory Room, gadgets, visual instruction. Contact us today on the following numbers: 5-223-0887 or 06-3056. Email info@holyfamilyschools.efrun.org. www.holyfamilyschools.efrun.org. Holy Family Schools. Work at Look no further. Casa de Pedro is the place to be. Enjoy our new facilities of 25% discount every weekend. Our halls are beautifully designed to hold all kinds ranging from 50 to 1,000 drinks. We have facilities that every day is a package with different stations, culture, and live bands. See a generating set for backup. We have 98 96 after the hotel home.
Oh yes, Bonalos paint, manufactured by Jagbone in African tough reputation over the years as choice paint among master builders, because Bona paint that hence your building will be shiny. Paint is available gloss, test coat, and many other holders and executives in the construction business has given thumbs up. Build a house
corporate. The state government approved payments of bursary scholarship tertiary institutions. A new national Nigeria on the state national
form
social responsibility, strengthen the cultural peace and Daniel
structure is just the structure. The million of gas, which and measures of Drtv, we cannot a member their key priorities was
sectors.
James
the Bishop of Sis is
Chief Judge for state of emergency. The judge made who chronicled the achievements of the judiciary in stemming upsurge of criminality in state and stakeholders, increasing number of courts and amounts number 7,000 1,300 convicted within the with murder by hanging. Mukuru also stated that 300 were convicted. 8,000 cases pending as at the end of 2019. The Chief Judge gave a breakdown of statistics of revenue court, summary court, house of leadership of the judiciary in 2015. He has the in
two of assembly on to attract dividends when he played host to the people. Igbide Ward 7 executive was about
by state legislature was doing at ensure was sustained. There must be to try on what was developing the Chairman House Committee on Housing and Women Affairs solicited the support noted that his plan make however that unmindful of his campaign promises which he is currently working on to achieve. He promised the existing relationship between him of the Olomoro Igbide Road and promised to liaise with relevant authorities to work on the road.
As lawmakers, we have the duty to make laws for the good governance of the state. The price that let us all work together, those who are in office, to ensure that
in his remarks, Honorable Kenneth Ogba, Isoko South Constituency 1, expressed his readiness to work with other Isoko lawmakers to attract development to Isoko nation. The support given to Honorable Onwo in the last election and for ensuring that the party test. Earlier, man of Igbide Ward 7, Chief Drtv, presented Onwo and appealed for necessary attention and the Delta State Board of Obiede Osese Omega and Chief Economy amongst
2022 and the Delta has faced discrimination against Honorable Onwo, who spoke while playing host to a group of women from his constituency. After visits at the Delta State House of Assembly complex in Asaba, promised to remain gender-friendly in all his activities. Assembly correspondent in Kimweke filed on the report presented from our studio.
Ferguson Onwo House Committee on how he would remain steadfast in support of women in politics. Honorable Onwo recalled events during the 2019 general elections, stressing that the landslide victory recorded in his election was not without the support of the women. He emphasized the need for better friendly environment that would encourage more women participation in politics. Honorable Onwo said he will always be fair in all areas of life, irrespective of sex or political. The visiting women of Olomoro Association, Olomoro Isoko gross marginalization of women in the area of appointments. The leader of the group, Chief Stella Eje, told Honorable Onwo that they were worried over non-inclusion of women in governing process. Expressed optimism that the emergence of Honorable Onwo as member of the Delta State House of Assembly and Chairman House Committee on Women Affairs has offered a new hope, while assuring that continue to support Honorable Onwo to succeed in office. The women appealed that the lawmakers should put in place modalities that would encourage participation in politics. High point of the event was the presentation
2021 2021 budgetary predicted state's medium-term development plan 2020 to 2023 as part of effort towards ensuring focused development of the state. Governor Ifeanyi Okowa, represented by the State Commissioner for Works, Chief James Ogoye, said this while officially opening a workshop to staff correspondent to report Asaba.
And agencies for economic planning. It was in line with the stronger Delta vision of the state government, which placed emphasis on careful planning. Dr. Bay said a technical workshop group to active participate. Workshop Ogoye the year 2020 budget last packaged without recourse to the development plan of the state. It said the Delta State government believed careful plan with the Asaba storm drainage project. It charged the participants national objectives in the state media by
of the importance attached to the teaching that is administered as relevant education, knowledge and arts, effort. The governor the issues raised as it affects its members, promising that necessary actions will be taken to resolve them as quickly.
The to Delta State Governor Ifeanyi Tribunal and Agbon Kingdoms noted that the governor can now focus more on development reports.
The Special Assistant to the State Governor on Youth Development, Prince Sonny Ogbon, who presented notebooks and writing materials to pupils and teachers in the South areas in celebration of the governor's victory, noted that education is important to the society. Governor Kowa should be celebrated with support to his of which education focus. He is aware of the difficulties some parents pass through in providing materials to their wards, hence the gesture. In South End School in Ethiopia is Prince of which the pupils and
Korea of East the donation of Bugeli Metropolis also had primary schools Bugeli Metropolis people.
primary and secondary schools explained that the goal of
Rotary Club appreciate they have the equipment to carry out practicals. So
good use of the education by the club.
They were very giving. We are happy that we have carried out this project today.
She also gave cash awards to the overall best science student at Abraka Grammar School, Akpere. The principals and head teachers of the primary and secondary schools who received the equipment and notebooks on behalf of their learners thanked the Rotary Club of Ughelli Metropolis for the donations. They noted that the science equipment and preparing them well in their academic career.
We are not expecting this, but we say thank you to this group and to the Rotary Club. We pray that the good Lord will continue to enrich you, protect your family, and increase everything you desire from Him. In Jesus' name we pray.
For seeing this club, see these 4 children. At this time, we thank you.
Very sweet. CBN reports at the event, which was organized by Directorate of Employment NDE, Nigeria Smith, good business proposal to help reduce unemployment.
George Martins, at his opening remarks, urged participants to see the workshop as a divine opportunity to grow their businesses, since the Central Bank of Nigeria would release the needed funds to them. Mr. Martins, who harped on the need for the participants to make have been made available to them to reduce such errors in order to position. He commended the Central Bank of Nigeria and the federal government in their determination to reduce unemployment through the loans that would be released to the entrepreneurs.
People should take home this knowledge being imparted. The knowledge being imparted is strictly for how you can manage your businesses effectively. Some of the programs organized in Abuja were told by participants that they do not even need the credit, because the knowledge imparted in them is enough for them to do businesses and make profits. And some of them have to
different resource persons, including Mr. Apochi Matthew, Elder Fayemi Makanjola, Malam Ustaz Suleiman, and Mrs. Caroline Azubike, amongst others, lectured the over 1,000 participants from Delta State on small and medium enterprises management. They enjoined the participants to adopt the right idea, generate a good marketing plan, as well as imbibe the ethics of entrepreneur while trying to establish their businesses. Speaking in the same vein, the State Coordinator, Small and Medium Enterprises Development Agency of Nigeria, Mr. Sonny Okoro, told the participants to be thankful to the government by ensuring that they seize the opportunity of the loan to improve upon their businesses.
Our fixed mental attitude, your fixed mental attitude or disposition that predetermines your own responses to that situation in life.
A burning desire to see crime reduce, reduction of crime, and then to check on employment. For this program, at the end of the day, once they are given the loan, a lot of people are going to be busy doing their own things.
The two
Labour Congress and the Trade Union Congress have threatened back on the initiation of the consequential adjustment of salaries arising from the 30,000 naira new national minimum wage. NLC President Ayuba Waber and TUC President Quadri Olaliye in a joint statement yesterday disclosed this after a meeting with the Joint National Public Service Negotiation Council in Abuja. They said they cannot guarantee industrial peace and harmony in the country if their demands are not met before the close of work on October 16, 2019. They alleged that government's nonchalant attitude had dragged negotiations for consequential wages adjustment unduly. Labour said the government only pay 11% grade levels, 5 consequential wage increase to public workers on level 15 to 17.
The Comptroller General says the agency revenue has increased after the closure of Nigeria's major borders. He also said that the agency collects between 4.7 billion naira and 5.8 billion since the federal government closed the nation's major borders. He made the revelation Wednesday when he appeared before the National Assembly Joint Committee on Finance, the committee of Muhammadu Buhari, last week. The custom boss said that most cargoes that used to berth in Benin Republic and later smuggled their goods into the country now using Nigerian ports. He also said the agency's revenue has not dropped but rather increased as a result of the closure.
Now to sports. Manu Garba, Nigeria's under-17 national team coach, says his boys are not yet ready for the 2019 FIFA Under-17 World Cup finals billed for Brazil this month. Present squad is not likely to guide them in Brazil, winner of the Global Championship in Dubai, United Arab Emirates in 2013. Garba pointed out that the UEFA and CAF international tournament in Turkey proved an ideal opportunity to praise the theme. As
is still to also represent 22-year-olds and Premier League appearances. On Wednesday. Join us at Chelsea following a loan spell at Derby County last season. Old has made 4 Premier League and 2 Champions League Tomori born has gone on so England under 20s World Cup in caps.
Now, currency officer
So right via heavily guarded the out and not quarantined in South Korea since the African swine fever was discovered. More than 6 million pigs have been quarantined over
and kilogram held at Luther and reports that are a man shared by a transfer.
Second of the final this way malpractice. He called for Dr. Edwin Okuma of Idama II said steadily straight that the most services highly in an staunch fighter received though brief, ushered in peace and progress to the kingdom.
So, safe journey as you move to higher glory. Be rest assured that those you left behind will keep the ship, will keep the flag flying.
Delivering a lecture titled Integrity and Selflessness, a pioneer practice, Dr. Emmanuel Ofofubiri said examination malpractice breeds incompetence, corruption, underdevelopment, and electoral malpractice. Dr. Ofefo Biri identified integrity and selflessness as was a man of integrity and selflessness, post of College of Education of the
coming, all of them will be looking at. When you pass, you are taking.
of the kingdom, Emmanuel Okumagu, from various kingdoms.
High.
There is now extra low prices on products like
Dano UHT milk 1 liter at 499 naira 99 kobo. Heinz baked